gosh. Okay, so welcome to Ask the Dropouts this month for October. It's been
Yeah.
a kind of crazy. So I'm Stephanie Pham, and this is
Joey Min, director senpai of Artschooldropouts. Dropouts. Right.
yeah. So if you guys have never been to, I guess watched our Ask the Dropouts before, it is our monthly show where we answer your questions, gives you guys like updates and news of what's going on, and sometimes we do have guests once in a while. But this month, you're just stuck with both of us.
Yeah, no guests this month. Couldn't book people.
Sorry, that's
Somehow
that's my
people are
fault.
busy. It's
That was
okay.
my
It's okay.
fault.
Okay, well that's like besides that though, like how has your month been going?
It's been going pretty good, I would say. I mean, just busy, just like working on marketing and the business side of things. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah, like I'm
because
assuming
like
you've been busy too. Scripts.
I mean, for yeah, definitely. If you guys have been seeing it, like obviously the past stuff that we did this month, if you guys haven't checked it out, I made a video about how because like Steph is doing business, I'm also learning how to make, I guess like video ads. It's something different from like the narrative stuff that we're doing. But I think it's a good way to like learn as a filmmaker on how to do the other aspects, or even like the not so fun aspects of being an online content creator. But it's still practice and it's all knowledge, I think. So if you guys want to check that out, it's called Filmmaker Learns Corporate Ads, whatever. I forgot I
Hmm.
titled it, right? But
Yeah.
also we're doing, and actually it was kind of cool. Like I know I mentioned it last month, but I've always wanted to do something for Halloween, right? And I think this month's been cool because you guys saw the betrayal on the house. Oh my god, the betrayal at the Airbnb.
He
Oh my
doesn't even
god,
remember the
my own.
title.
Cause somebody on my Facebook like said like, hey, you should have called it Airbnb betrayal or something like that.
Uh,
Or something like that. And I was like, I get it, but and I forgot the title now because he just kind of because I know the title was
uh,
a run-on sentence, but basically, yeah, like it was like uh, a script that we did years ago that we never got to film. Well, we did film it, but it was really, really terrible. I was like, looking at the footage, and I was like, dude, I can't, in good conscience, put it out, right? So I pieced like 30 seconds of it. I'm like, this is terrible. I'm not even gonna work on
yeah.
this, right? But I think the script is still good, and now that I think we've become better filmmakers, I feel like we should try putting it together once obviously the world kind of calms down and we can hang out with people again,
Hmm.
closer than 6 feet without a mask,
Yeah. And I
like
think
in
that
just
it'll turn out pretty good now that we have, I think, hopefully learned enough to be better. But so you'll make less like Steph says no, I'm assuming.
oh, that's still practice though.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Honestly, I looked back at analytics and I still think that our videos, our like well produced content is still good enough for our channel that we should just stick with it. I don't know, you guys let me and Joey know which videos you guys like if you guys can go back to our past videos and like I think that would
Oh,
be
that's a
really
good idea.
interesting.
Yeah, go, like, let us know. Just say like just comment this so I know what you guys like or something, and like Steph and I could
Yeah,
like
help
really
me
talk about it.
prove Joey wrong that I don't think
I
we
think that'd
need
be
to
funny.
do.
I know the silliness of it all is like another narrative filmmaking style. So I think it's still kind of cool, right, to do it.
Right.
And then
Well,
while it's not like I don't want to go too obnoxious, because like while we are on YouTube, we're not full out like YouTube sketch where it's just like
yeah.
plain randomness, and I get that because like I wouldn't be able to like live with myself if that's all the shit that I do either. But I do have a bank still. I have like a couple of videos left for stuff that I have never put out, and they're kind of
Okay.
old. So
Guys, go back and go to our better quality videos and comment and just be like, "Yeah, this is the stuff we want to see."
right. Oh my
Not that
gosh.
stuff says no stuff.
Because and I think because like okay, last week we did the judo ghost story because like I think you and I always talked about how it's hard for us to make a horror film simply for the
Yeah.
fact because it's like why wouldn't I just punch something like or kick something,
I mean, if
and I thought it was funny. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if our school dropouts was in a horror situation, I mean, Have you seen that Geico commercial where it's like there's four people and they're like running from the saw, like this
Oh
guy was
yeah,
like,
I saw
and
that
it's
on
just like, why
Instagram
can't we
today.
just go in?
Let's hide in the attic.
No, in the basement. Why can't we just get in the running car?
Are you crazy? Let's hide behind the chainsaws.
Smart.
So good.
Yeah. I saw that today on Instagram. I was like, what the heck? But you know, the thing is, I don't know if you were like, I don't know, this kind of shows my age again. But there was a commercial, and the reason why I did that ghost judo thing, which is one first, like, well, okay, mini stories for that. Like, have you ever seen the? Because I wanted to make a commercial or like a video ad for Sensei David of Judo Movement, actually, right? Because like he's helped us out so much, and we want to just kind of give out like a shout out, and hopefully, if you guys are here in the East Coast, New Jersey or whatever, and you guys want to learn judo, and coming from a guy, like Olympic judo guy, right? Like he's a
the
legend.
best.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a legend, right? And the fact that when he's here in like Bumblefuck, New Jersey, right? Like literally down this, he's like 2 minutes away from me, and this guy is like a living legend, right? He put, he put his mark on the judo world, right? And he's teaching judo, and it's awesome. And I just want to like, shout it out because this guy truly is an amazing person, and I want to be able to help him, through the tough times of like COVID and stuff, and bring people's attention to him. So I wanted to make this ad, and I thought of this old ad back in the day for Tiger Showmans, and I don't know if there's Tiger Showmans all over the Scream video.
One?
I remember seeing that, and I was like, "Holy crap, that is so McDojo!" But at the same time, so fucking genius,
Yeah, I know.
right? And I really wanted to redo something like that, so that's why the Joe's, oh my god, the ghost judo throw.
Yeah.
I made it like that. But also the whole I can't make I can't make horror scenes because I really can't. I think people that film horror are amazing in pacing and writing and story.
Yeah.
And a lot of things too. Like that's the first time lighting like the yard and like the far distance. Like in the middle of the night, dude, it was so difficult, and we only have like 6 lights, right? But for what we made of it, I thought it was pretty damn cool.
It took so long.
It took so long.
Oh, actually, because geez, this is like the best part. So, in other news, guys, don't worry, we are going to answer your questions. I have them all here. But news for Art School Dropouts, we have actually started a Discord channel, and I'm like really excited about it because I haven't really used Discord that much just casually before, but I have always wanted to kind of like make a little community on Discord or on some sort of platform for like you guys that are fans of ours or just people who enjoy martial arts or filmmaking or photography or whatever and just kind of want to like chat and hang out with us. And yeah, I finally did it because I think I may have mentioned it in last month's Ask the Dropouts when I had went live on Art School Dropouts Instagram, got into a conversation with people and they said that they wanted to do like movie nights. And I thought that that would be a really cool perk for Patreon, and I decided, all right, I'm going to make a Discord for our patrons. But then I was like, you know what? I don't want to make it just patron exclusive. So there's actually a section that is public to everybody. But if you guys are patrons, of course, there's like a little other.
A lot more. Yeah, definitely a lot more.
Yeah, you basically unlock a lot more by being a patron. But what's really cool is we did have a movie night already. And right now, they're still voting for another movie night for Halloween, actually. So if you guys are interested, you guys can join our Discord. It's absolutely free. But if you guys want to unlock a couple more perks, consider being a patron on our Patreon. It's honestly, it is the most exciting perk for me. Like we get to chat with you guys whenever, and then you guys get to chat amongst yourselves. I love it. I love it.
And consider being a patron. So yeah, with that in mind, that's why we're talking about movies and stuff like that, because a lot of our patrons are actually kind of definitely a little more well versed in movies. Like Mr. Foo for Thought. If you guys follow him on Instagram, he's definitely a very well like knowledgeable person when it comes to like martial arts films.
Yeah.
You know,
And he has a podcast as well, guys. So
yeah, he has a
check him out.
podcast as well. So yeah, food for thought, like foo underscore for underscore thought on Instagram. Check him out. He's awesome. I feel like just like shifting our meta from time to time is kind of fun. Like I know that we definitely like the campiness and like the humor and the jokey part of like what we do, because we like making people smile, and I think that's really one of the important things for me on making films. But you know, there are times there's like a couple of projects that we've already done that you guys have mentioned that you guys did like, because it was a little more gritty, it's a little more serious. And so we've been working on pre-production of this project. So
Oh my
here's a
god,
little
just tell them already.
here's a first off, here's a little snippet. All right, so obviously, Lady is coming back, and that's going to be our first like real kind of big project. Yeah, like it's a return, right? You know, definitely the judo thing was, you know, kind of us trying to get back into the swinging things, but this one I actually have this really cool feel for it. Eventually, I'll be showing the trailer next month, because I feel like hopefully we'll film stuff by then. Like this is me just, you know, saying, right? Like we like a lot of the stuff that we shot is just kind of like it's just a test, right? I know we want to release it by the end of this year. Like before the year is over, within the next 2 months, it's gonna come out, right? It's just that right now we're very much unsure on how it's happening, but we're gonna do it. Like the pre-production's there.
We are going to finish it no matter what. If you guys know us, we start something, we finish it.
Yeah, storyboard, because and that's the thing too. Actually, if you, well, I never mentioned him on the channel, but one of my good friends, his name is John Trey. He is like he works in the industry. He does a lot of things, like everything from props to like, you know, he's a filmmaker too, and I think he's an amazing dude. He did like a TV drama in China, you know, like a couple. Really, but yeah, it's really cool. I mean, you know, he directed that, so he has like a lot of credible things under his belt, right? And we were talking last night, and this kid like talks like my ears off, right? And he was saying that, you know, I think he was mentioning this before on the premiere of Auntie, like how he feels like every time he goes out and films something, it has to be with his army of like, you know, his, you know, like his whole production, right? Like, so there's people, like there's 10 people doing lights, all of his like camera crews and all this stuff. And he was saying to me that, you know, it's hard to constantly do that, obviously, because you have to get everybody together. Yeah. So he's been planning to do something with us in particular that's a little more lower end, but it, you know, to go back to his roots as a filmmaker and kind of like make something like really nice, but like not at studio level, right? And I thought it'd be awesome, you know, because this kid is always like, I love this kid, you know, he's kind of like a younger brother to me, so cool. Hopefully within like a year or two, or within the year or two, that, you know, we're gonna have something crazy for you guys, right? But so definitely, just to show you guys, like, you know, we are definitely not slowing down when it comes to writing scripts, because I am definitely still pumping those out, because I love what we do. So I write stuff. It's just that it's kind of hard, and trying to think of things to film while in quarantine, right? So I have a couple of things coming up, but, you know, just to show you guys that we're not slowing down. But obviously, I have to abide by keeping everyone safe, because that is like my number one priority when making all these things, right? So I keep people safe, even not just from like stunt falls or like doing bad like form or whatever, but also like with our health, and hopefully no one coughs on somebody and they have COVID and we all die, right? Because, you know, my health is shit, and like my immune system is shit, and like that's just my genes. So I don't even really try to leave the house unless I had to do groceries, right? And to let you guys know, the only way for us to be able to make these films is because you guys help, you know? So if you guys could consider taking a look at our tutorial series, if you guys are like fellow filmmakers and you guys want to do action filmmaking like we do, you know, we have a tutorial series where we teach you guys and go through especially like our workflows and our concepts and ideas to, you know, help out making action films the way that Art School Dropouts does it. So and it's a full kind of like a film course. It's not just like you're gonna learn stunts. Like I'm definitely not teaching stunts.
We
but
are not stunts.
yeah, we are not stunts. But we are filmmakers, and that's like the concept of that, and the focus on that. So you guys can check that out. Please consider, checking that out. I think it's fun.
Oh, and what's really cool too is that if you guys decide to add the bonus to your, I guess, if you guys end up buying the course, basically for us, we're going to try to keep the courses as up to date as possible and include like little extra perks for our
Yeah.
bonus section. Like, I guess when we finish Lady, we're gonna have the previs for it and like the
Yeah.
storyboards, and I will include that into the course as well, and you guys won't have to pay extra for it.
And also, if you guys also want to support us, please consider getting our merch. And every little bit counts, and it's definitely during the COVID thing. And sorry if I've been pushing that out a little bit harder in the past few months. We're just trying to make ends meet, and this is kind of what we do.
I mean,
Besides,
we're a small business at the end of the day,
Yeah.
and this year
So-
has been very hard on all small businesses. So help your small business, guys.
right. So if you guys can help out, please consider that too. And also another thing is that you guys could donate to our Fractured Atlas. Steph, could you tell them what the Fractured Atlas is?
Yeah. So Fractured Atlas is a nonprofit arts organization that we are fortunately sponsored under. And that means any donations that we get, it's tax deductible. So if you guys are nearing the end of 2020 and gonna have to file your taxes for the year next year, then I mean it might be something to consider. And check with your employer to see if they do any like matching donations.
I don't know. Maybe it's seasonal. Like you have a blanket on. Like I'm sweating here.
I have the AC units running on full blast and a fan.
Oh man, it's hot here. If I turn on the AC, that one right there, it gets really loud, so people won't hear me. And my hair is crazy, so I have a beanie on, and it's hot, and I'm sweating under
Okay,
this
wait,
thing.
wait. But you say crafties for cheap. Like you got so
Yeah.
excited. So let's get
Okay,
back to
because
that.
I had this idea, and I thought it would be kind of cool. But like, if you guys could find that video, and I know nobody really commented on it, and I feel really bad because I actually really one of the things that I do for the set is like really proud of is like making crafties for. I mean,
Mhm.
okay, so here we go. Like little info. Crafties is actually like food services on set that's actually made for the people that aren't for the craft people, like the craft department, because like they can't obviously eat alongside with everybody, and they could just randomly pick out foods and stuff. That's why it's called crafties. That's what the origin, like the name of the crafties,
Oh,
right?
there's something new.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, like, so I make crafties for cheap, and some like, obviously, or we love to, we need to, because that's what I believe in. We need to feed our people that help on set, at least, like water, drinks, food, or something, right? But sometimes budget isn't there, and I try to make some culinary like decisions of still making it delicious for cheap. That's what it is. And I, just thinking, start putting that up on our Instagram. I don't know if people like that. I thought it would be kind of cute. So, crafties for cheap. If you guys can find that video, let me know if you like it. Tell me if it's bad or if it's like. I'm proud of it. That's it.
Or if you guys want to see more or have ideas for like cheap like crafts that we can make, I mean, comment on
Yeah.
this video. So then,
Right.
like, if you comment on any random video, we're gonna be like, what?
Because it's
Spam
also, it's also difficult too,
lettuce?
because some people have different, like, they have different dietary needs, right? Somebody goes like, oh, I
Yeah, and
can't
it
eat
makes
meat.
it
Like,
way more challenging now with the pandemic because everything, I feel like moving forward, everything has to already be pre-packaged. It can't be
Yeah.
buffet style. Like,
yeah, we can't. So that's
Can't
why
do
it would be
that.
like, hey, well, like, like it's us taking, like, hey, what do you want to eat? Yeah. But that's just
Basically.
me, right? But because like, okay, well, that's the thing, and I guess we could open it up now, like, with questions from
Oh shoot!
our.
Right. Sorry guys. If you guys have watched up until this point, thank you so much for being patient with us.
Thank you so much.
But we're going to answer some questions, which surprisingly we got quite a bit of questions this time around. I posted on Instagram for our school dropouts and my personal Instagram, and yeah, we got quite a bit. So pretty exciting. Let's go with. I'm just gonna go in order so I don't
Mhm.
like if I start jumping around, I might end up saying the same thing.
Right.
So, okay. First question: who is one celebrity, though celebrities yourselves, you like to do a film with? Well, thank you. We're not really celebrities,
We're
but
we're nobodies.
I appreciate it.
That's very sweet.
Jet Li. He's my
Honestly, for
favorite.
me, like I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, Jackie
Oh,
Chan." Like
Jackie Chan.
as much as I love to, dude, I want to do something with Sammo, dude. That's like my idol.
Oh yeah.
And obviously,
Makes sense.
if he were still alive, Lau Kar Lang, that's one of my idols.
Mm.
But if we're talking about something right now, like you know who? Oh my god! Like I don't know if people like Vincent Zhao. I don't know if you guys know who he is, or Max Zhang. Holy shit!
Yeah. Oh my God, Max Zing.
Yeah, dude, that
Yeah.
guy's so clean, so awesome.
He.
Very cool.
I think he's very attractive because he's so clean.
Yeah, but you know, I thought about it too. I started.
Dang. I follow
I
him on
feel like
Instagram.
yeah, he's stylish as shit,
Yeah.
dude. Like, dude, if I could work with Scott Adkins too, like or
Mhm.
you know, I just feel like I feel like that's a very obvious thing to say, right? Like the
Yeah.
action, like
The
you
action
know,
like community. It's like
right? But if I
there's
could,
certain people
I'd
up
love,
there.
yeah. But at the same time, if I could just bring back like the you know like the people I grew up with, you know, that are doing stuff in the industry now, just to have like, hey, let's like kick it and just do a film like we used to. I think that would be super fun, you know.
So
Mm.
next question: recruiting new dropouts? Question mark. At the
Not
moment,
right
it's
now.
not right now, just because like the pandemic. I mean, it's hard,
Yeah,
and
dude.
yeah, in the
It'd be
future,
nice to yeah
in the future,
in the
but
future.
at the moment, nah, not right now. Whose idea was it for Kage's pants to go flying off?
Well, I mean, it's me
I know.
obviously,
I was like, can you
right?
take credit?
Like it's me obviously. Like the whole idea of like Kage's pants coming off, and I've always wanted to show people like we kind of do serious stuff. Like we can do serious stuff. It's just that it's not who we are. We love the campy. We love to make people laugh and smile because that's really the goal. Why I wanted to make Art School Dropouts. So there's jokes like that. I hope you guys don't mind it, you know, because we love it. So
I
yeah, it
mean,
was me. It's all me.
I think it's cool. Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
Joey. Okay, so next question. Hi guys, will you do more Zoom table readings or dungeons and dropouts?
uh,
Oh,
Zoom table reads.
I do want
What's
to
up?
do some more dungeons and dropouts, or dropouts and dragons. That's what we called
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Dropouts and dragons. Yeah. So okay, I have a story. Took the time away from it because, like, you know, I was DMing for like 8 months straight, and I was just kind of like burnt out, right? And then we went through this whole story, like these characters grew, and like I love them, but you know, I just got burned out. So taking time to write the
Mhm.
next book, I guess, right? And Zoom table reads, you know, we still have scripts, and I think if you like now that I know that you guys like it, we're trying to write more acting scripts, and I think everybody on the team would really benefit from learning how to act better. You know,
Yeah,
me, everybody else. You
me.
know, yeah.
Okay, so next question from Immortal Red Fox. Guys, check them out. Want to come to Texas for a long weekend and help out with a big shoot? Oh my God, would love to, but
Love to.
oh,
Uh, you know,
pandemic.
honestly, if it was honestly if it's safe, because I think there's a thing too where it's like we can't be too safe, like or like being too safe is also bad, and I get
Yeah.
that, you know, like I go like I'm really, you know, I'm pretty hardcore. It's like you know I step out and get the mail, and if I pass by somebody, like all right, well the shit I have to go to the wash automatically, right? You know, and I shower like or like you know maybe it's too much I think, but until we figure out what works for us, you know, we really can't say that we would work with other people because we
Yeah.
want to make it safe for other people too. But we would love to, dude. Like Immortal
I
Red Fox, dude. Like
know.
you guys seem to be awesome, and you know, if we can't do it, feel free to hit up like Common Ramen Studios because
Mhm.
they're pretty awesome too, man.
Yeah.
They do some good action too.
But one day we'll work together. Don't worry about
Oh,
that.
definitely, definitely, definitely.
Okay, so next question. We have a lot of questions. What do you
Oh
guys
shit.
like to do when you're just hanging out after a shoot or skit? Eat. We eat.
Oh yeah, dude, we eat. Then Steph and I talk about like work
Work.
because we actually like work,
We actually like talking
and
about
the
it and
rest of
actually like
and the rest of the team are like, no,
they have their own
yeah,
like normal conversations of just like what they actually enjoy doing,
yeah,
and me and Joy were just like, oh yeah, I have this like idea for this. Oh yeah, I'm working on this script, and
yeah.
it's
If you
like,
guys are on Discord, you see
ugh.
stuff like, oh man, I implemented this new bot that like
Oh my
alerts people.
god.
Then I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I found a way to like edit faster. It's just
It's yeah,
yeah,
it's
like Steph is like my soulmate when it comes to like life. We just connect very
literally
quickly with
before
that.
we recorded this, we were talking about an
Yeah,
hour about
for
work, and we
work,
were
and I was like,
supposed
yo,
to
we need
we
to
need to
film this
record
thing,
this.
right? Change that. Well, actually, no, that's cool. Like, you're still gonna eat. That's the whole point, to live life, right? That's why food is an amazing thing to eat
Yeah.
with people. That's why we love
Treat
doing
yourself.
hot pot.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next question. What project are you looking forward to but haven't had funding or resources? Okay, we
Mm,
can't actually talk about it on here yet, but we have, like, I don't know, I want to say like a handful of ideas of mixed with like ideas and already completed scripts or in
yeah.
process scripts that we
Yeah.
would like to produce in the next couple years, but we haven't have like built up the funding for it because
Yeah.
they're big. They're really big.
Yeah. They're really big. Yeah. And if it's any idea, if you guys have seen our splash like video from like 2 years ago, and obviously if you can see it, it's supposed to have this feel of like a cop film versus, but it feels like a summer blockbuster hit
Hmm.
because we were supposed to be doing a previs for people that kind of it's just bad people in the end, right?
Yeah, it's just
and I, and I didn't want to
contracts
like,
are important, guys.
yeah, but yeah, so as a beginning company, and we didn't really know who to trust yet, and we just kind of like believed certain people, and obviously that project didn't work out, but like I still took
Mhm.
that previous idea and made it ourselves, and I think it's still fun because obviously we don't have like helicopters and shit, but check it out, like let's so at least we have the ideas and we have
Yeah.
stuff on deck, and when we are able to finally finance them or fund it, we will definitely do it.
Okay, so this is kind of a more serious question.
Mhm.
This guy, his name is Jimmy James Wong. What do I do with my life? I just quit what I thought was a dream job and feel lost. Oh man.
Hmm. Okay, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I think what I've learned about life is that the, the mistakes that you make are the things that either make you or break you. But that's for you to decide on how you take it. And I, I mean, I'm doing this now, like art school dropouts, and in all honesty, I think this reminded me of a thing that we did, like I think last year, where we visited like this martial arts school, and we were talking to kids, right? And they're like around 13 to 15 years old, and I don't know how to talk to kids. I really don't, because I don't know how to really connect to them. It's because there was a girl asking me about like how to take her martial arts as a career path, right?
Mhm.
But in my head, it's like, what do I talk to you about? Like, do you want to hear about money, or do you want to hear about passion?
Yeah.
Because in the end, like I told her, it's like I'd go hungry for this, and I have
Mhm.
multiple times, and because I love what I do, and that might not be the advice or things that people would hear, because they might not want to do it. There's some people are entrepreneurs and some people are entrepreneurs, and if you quit your dream job, I would like to believe that you did it for a reason.
Yeah.
So I think maybe you should follow that reason. And I think, if anything in our lives, that we should be able to choose. Well, okay, we should be okay with the consequences of the choices that we make. And I don't really mean consequences as like a bad thing every time, but at least it's a consequence that you chose. And if you could do with that, dude, you'd be a better person, and I think you'd be able to find where you want to go, because everything that we do is failure, and we just get up and we just keep going. That's what art school dropouts has always been. For art school dropouts, I mean, for fuck's sake, it's like the name,
I
right?
mean, you guys don't really see like the true behind the scenes of like what we go through. Um,
Yeah.
okay, like honest truth, when like I first started working with Joey, like the first year or two, we would literally meet up and just cry in my car.
Yeah. Just a lot of heartache. Like,
It was hard because like there's so much unknown with like the future. I mean, even now we don't know where we're gonna be. Like it doesn't help that there's a freaking pandemic, but it's like, hey, at least you decided on something.
right.
Like if you did decide to quit, which you thought was your dream job, I mean, you never know. Your actual dream job might be around the corner. You just kind of have to keep moving forward.
Right.
Um,
Well, yeah. Well, no matter what happens, you can't stay here right now, right? You can't just stay still, right? Like I get it. You feel lost, wander around.
mhm.
As long as you don't stay here,
Yep,
and hopefully you find something. I mean, we're humans. We're highly adaptable. I think we'll find something.
you
You know,
got this. We believe in you.
right?
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a struggle, really. But that's what makes us uh forged in fire, type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like I
Mhm.
know I try to really instill that with everybody in the team because for
Mhm.
my experiences, at least I want to say that mistakes happen because we're humans, but it's up to you what you make of that mistake, right? Learn from it or you break from it. So,
Exactly. Just kind of keep moving forward, learn from it, and I mean, with us, like I try to make it a very important thing. It's like it's not if, it's when.
oh
When we
yeah,
get there,
get rid of
when
the
we
if. Yeah,
yeah,
get rid
there's
of the
no
if in your
if.
vocabulary.
Like just don't even use it anymore. Just
Yeah,
when it's gonna happen. When, never say if.
yeah.
So
Right,
that's kind of our thing of how we have kind of pushed forward in the last several years.
right,
But
right.
yeah, anyways, good luck, man. But the next question, Joey, how long have you trained with
Yes.
Shaolin?
Oh, many, uh,
You don't want to say
many,
the
many.
number of years.
Yeah. Maybe you're just. Yeah. Well, a
Oh,
long time for most of my life.
27.
Yeah. So yeah, 27. But most of those 27 years, I've been doing it. I did start when I was like. If I started at 7, I guess it's just been 20 years. Yeah. But yeah, I've been doing it for a while. South Shaolin in particular. That's what I've been doing. Yeah. But there's a
Okay.
lot of other styles, but Shaolin is my main style. That's I've traveled the world and I practice other martial arts. Not a lot, not like a lot of people are like I've done like 10,000 martial arts. Like no man, I did kung fu and
Yeah.
karate. Like basically, that's it. you know, I dabbled in like capoeira, but like it's not like not enough for me to really say that I learned it right. So.
Mhm.
We'll see.
Cool. So, another question. What's a good runtime for an action sequence? Filming my first one soon. Ooh.
Ooh. Honestly, it's however long your story needs it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's I think what people forget about like action scenes, it's still nonverbal dialogue. It's still part of a movie, and I think the best fight scenes are the ones that actually still tell a story in your story. Right? It's not
Mhm.
just like right. Like I think I had this talk about with John last night, like how in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, the fight between Michelle Yeoh and Zhang Ziyi with all of the
Mhm.
weapons, that's just a set piece. If you're making a set piece fight, that's a set piece fight. So nothing that happens progresses the story. But the fight scene, the night fight where Limo Bai comes in after Jade Fox and Jade, like there's so much story there. You find out about like the inspector and how Jade Fox killed like the people in the previous town, and like his daughter's there. But then like Zhang Ziyi comes in to help because you find out, oh shit, she's like her student. Then Limo Bai comes in and starts whooping ass with just like a piece of stick. And like all of like it's nonverbal dialogue, and then you without them having to say really a lot of lines, you understood who is what because of the pacing of the film.
Mhm.
So however long the story feels like it needs it to be.
Yeah.
And because I know particularly for me, a lot of the stuff that I do feels like a set piece.
Mhm.
And sometimes so for like the story elements, like even stuff goes like, okay, this is way too long of a choreography, man. Right. But then
And
she
the
kind of
thing
gets
is-
it now, like, because
Yeah.
we especially how I choreograph and how I want people to move, 100 beat choreography, that's like 15 seconds, not even, probably like 10 seconds, right?
It's just ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah, but that's like the style, like I just love the Shaw Brothers style. That's why I'm trying to
No, I
modernize
get it.
So
I like it too.
yeah, so in the end, have your fight scenes be as long as the story needs it to be.
Okay, the next question. What's the best remembered blooper from your filming? Anyone get hit accidentally? Oh, actually, there is one. The one with
Oh.
G for Auntie.
Oh, that's funny too. So I mean, it's on the bloopers if you guys remember, like see it if you guys watch
Oh
my
God.
auntie. Well,
We
first off,
measured.
we measured and okay, so it's supposed to be like Steph jumps into my arms and I ram her into G, right? First off, there wasn't supposed to be any contact because we were gonna just block it, right? We are gonna stack the hit.
Mhm.
Then G, like we measured it, and I'm like, G, okay, this is gonna where the hit's going to be. It's gonna be his midsection. Then somehow in the shot, he runs
He
forward and
into
jumps.
it.
And like, so and I'm like in mid motion. It's not like I could like stop the
Yeah, and
momentum,
I
right?
can't do anything because I'm just.
Yeah. So she drop kicks him in the nuts. Like I just slam him into. So that hurt him. It's not common, but like people when people aren't used to working or doing like fight scenes like that, like sometimes that's why it's kind of hard for people that don't do martial arts or they don't train because sometimes you're not like obviously accurate and you're not really good with your
Yeah.
body movement. So please keep it safe. That's just what it is. And that's all I read. All of that
I
read.
got
It's just
punched in the face before too because it's just like, hey, plant your feet.
And it was like a project I know people asked for that they wanted to see you do. And I was told this person, hey man, plant your feet, just holding it out so you don't hit Steph.
Honestly, there were many signs that production was not going to work because he came without the proper wardrobe that we had.
And he didn't tell me.
And we're like,
it was like saying, hey, I could get it for you. I could put it together. What do you need? So I remember that day.
Yeah.
Oh my! So the shorts that I was wearing.
Yeah.
Like I was like, wear this. So we were filming this, and I was in my boxers. Right? I remember that, and I was already mad. Right? Then I was like, plant your feet here and just swing, and whack, just whapped Steph.
Yeah,
face.
and like, I mean, if we're acting and doing a fight scene and it's like, okay, I'm not supposed to like move a certain way, I'm supposed to trust the other person, just don't punch me in the face.
Right.
And like that's the only reason why anyone would ever really get hit is if somebody just doesn't listen and the other person just kind of
and other things. I think definitely for those with people that are not as experienced or practiced, I kind of expect that. But when we're working with say like G and everybody, like I said, Golden Glove champion, and he trains, and it's not like he doesn't know his range and power. But sometimes we know when they're the type of people that I could push my choreography with. So if we're swinging really hard or whatever, and usually when I'm in the moment, I can I'll just I can expect it and I'll just brace for it, and it doesn't bother me if he hits me because I know that he's not trying to hit me, And yeah, I've taken hits from G and it's not pleasant. Obviously, those hands are like fucking like mountains. They're like
Actually,
dense, right?
I did put up like that clip from oh my god, it was the punch out video where he actually punches you in the face, and you said that you wanted that because to make it look good. But then in the actual video, you can't tell anyways. So it's like, shit.
I know.
But yeah, I put
I don't know.
those takes in our
all of the takes. Yeah.
No. I think just the one that you got punched in the face and took it.
Because he was like, "Are you sure?" I was just like, "Dude, one and done, man."
So I'll just ask all of them. Can you guys bring Martial Art Mondays back? Any new seasons of Nerf Assassin or My Agent Auntie, and just in general, any new big series planned.
Yes. To all of them? Okay, the Martial Art Monday is kind of hard right
Yeah, Martial
now.
Art Mondays is a little hard just because
Simply because people,
talent. Yeah.
you know, yep, COVID, people dying. I don't
But
want
the
to
rest,
leave.
yes.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, there's new seasons. When we're going to film them, that's the
That is such
factor,
like
right?
a hint for like the
Oh
prior
yeah,
questions. Oh man, hey, you stayed and listened in.
yeah,
Oopsie.
yeah. Because like my Asian auntie, definitely like there's still scripts. Like, there's still the story extends. There's like a not a prequel, but you get to know why Auntie became Auntie, and that's kind of a little more like heavy, right? But that's
Yeah.
like if obviously not going to touch that now.
Mhm.
But there's stories that could expand from there. When it comes to Nerf Assassin, yes, like I have so many still good ideas for it. Like I still want
Well,
to go back to
well,
it because what's up?
Auntie, the story is still. I still stand by the story. It's just execution is like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it,
Because
it,
I
it was
think
a
the
good.
jokes still stick.
Yeah, no, definitely. I
Yeah.
think we definitely learned from how to put together, uh, production like that. And the fact that when we were able to scrounge that together and make a feature film, even though it's B film, right? But I
Mhm.
still think it's definitely much more enjoyable than I expected it to be. Because like I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be badly. And I'm sure I'm my worst critic, but like looking at it, I still smile and I'm like, holy shit! Like we made this. Like, it's awesome. So I
Yeah.
definitely would love to be able to make another feature film, whether it's Auntie or not. But I would like to try out the other ideas that we have. But Nerf Assassin, we've always wanted to make that series because that's like something that we could work with our fans and our local filmmaking groups. That's supposed to be
Mhm.
like that's us like reaching out and getting new talent just to so they can
It's
have
more of a
exp-
collaborative project
yeah.
that's just solely for fun rather than like trying to get like, oh, we're gonna try to make it like studio quality or something.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun and like the people like, oh, I'd like to try to like act, like, yeah, try it out, it'd be fun. It's
Hmm.
nothing, no pressure or something, because like it's not supposed to be that big, but it's there, right?
Last question. We kind of get this a lot, but
Mhm.
well, it's fine. How did your whole crew meet up?
Like extended version or
Yeah, sure. I guess. I don't
oh,
know.
okay. I used to teach at this martial arts school long time ago when Pat was there, and he was baby Pat do. But he was still a kid. Then I left to see the world, to do whatever it is that I needed to do. I come back many years later. I see him again, and he's like, "Holy!" And I meet him at a bar. It's like, "Holy shit, you're of age, right?" And then I started hanging out with because I came back here and I didn't really have any contacts again. Tried to meet up with my older friends, but I met Pat first. Then he introduced me to his friends, which is because I was throwing video game tournaments, like fighting game tournaments, and so his friends. Which is Gun and Tin. They came to one of my tournaments. Gun didn't even enter, but he ate all of the free pizza that I bought, and like all the other players are like, "What happened to the pizza?" And I'm like, "I bought like 7 boxes, like, and they're all gone." And I looked at like because I had cameras set up, and I see Gun just fucking just eating all the pizza. I'm like, "This dick," and I became friends with him. And Tin, I used to play with him like fighting games is really good, and now and that's kind of like the basis of the YouTube art school dropouts. Then I met Steph through Tin because they went to university together,
Hmm.
and he was like, it's like, oh yeah, you said that you wanted to do this video. Oh my god, because I wrote the script because this girl broke my heart, and I needed to because I'm an artiste, and I had to write a script to get her out of my like mind and heart. So wrote the script and met Steph through Tin, and and the whole reason for that too is because she does martial arts. And when I met her, I wasn't really in like the best mindset because like I'm like still sulking. I just need to really get this script out of my head and out of my heart or something. And we were in Philly, and somehow there was like this one moment. This girl and she had guys with her, and like the guys wanted to pick a fight, and I was like, I wasn't in a good moment there. I was just gonna whoop this kid's ass, like I didn't care, right? And so I was like, fuck it, right? I'm gonna rumble. And the only person that would like stood up and like was ready to rumble with me was Steph. She was taking off her earrings. She was getting stretched. Like she wasn't, and we made eye contact and we realized we're like, oh, we're going to be best friends.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. Anyways, that was the silly part. And
I
I knew
remember
like
too. Tin messaged me and he was just like, "Hey, you do martial arts, right?" And I'm like, "What the?" And my profile picture was a picture of me kicking in my uniform, and I was
in
like,
your gay, right? Or your
I was like, "Is he
toba.
messing with me right now?" I was like, Tin, yeah." What?
So yeah, and that's how we became friends, and that's like the start of like, and basically stuff like, oh, I want to help out. Okay, you're our manager. You're gonna
Yeah.
be.
Oh my god, he was like, "Oh yeah, we'll like slowly introduce you to like the rest of the guys to like let them know that you're going to be managing and taking care of a lot of things." Okay, cool. Meet the guys that like literally what 20 minutes after we talked because everybody came over, and then you're like, "Hey guys, all right, so this is Steph. She's like our new production manager." What?
Just reel him in. There, gotcha. But no, that's pretty much what it is, and like it definitely it's very serendipitous, I guess, to like how we all came together. But it was meant to be like, and now like even with us becoming a business, like Steph suggested it, and I was kind of like very much against it. But then now here we are a business and we're making movies, and I would never have gotten to where I am if it weren't for Steph. So like I owe everything to Steph. Like, she's awesome. I love
I
this
mean, it
girl.
was kind of crazy because before we were ecstatic whenever we would get like 60 views for a
Yeah,
video or like
and now we
50
have
views
like
for a
70
video.
views.
I know! That's amazing!
Yeah, I mean,
I'm happy.
I'm definitely happy because, like I said, I go hungry for this. It's not. It was never really for the views, and yeah, I would love people to watch it, but I would love it more if people enjoyed it. And if like
Uh,
70 people enjoyed it, then like I'm happy with
Cool.
that. I honestly am happy with that.
So if you guys watch this video, hope you guys like stay till the end of our Ask the Dropouts episode for this month. Please check out our Discord channel, join in, chat with like all of our other like friends and fans on there. And then Joy and I, we pop in here and there. And yeah, I mean, consider supporting us through the many different ways that you can support us, whether it's like Patreon, Fractured Atlas, merch, or just watching our videos. I mean, you guys have no idea how much that actually means to us for you just to take your time and to watch our itty bitty little channel. And
Yeah, and whatever
the videos
videos,
we try to make.
yeah, and whatever videos that you guys like, please consider sharing it with people that would like it.
Yeah, but don't forget to comment on the video that you guys like the most from our past, so that way
Yeah,
I
so
can
Steph
prove a
knows. Yeah,
point. I can prove a point that he doesn't need to do any more Steph says no, because
okay, we'll see. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for watching. Please, thank you again for staying around, and I hope that we are continuing to make you guys laugh, every week.
Yep. But yeah, until next month, talk to you guys then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my god, you wave like a normal person.